Hey guys, welcome to Pokemon Black. I am your host, Nick, and here I'm going to run you through Pokemon Black, as I said. So, here in the beginning, I am just pretty much fumbling through the effing menu, just showing you guys the whole list. So, here we're going to choose a new game, and we're going to start our adventure, huh? Alright, here we are in the intro with Professor Juniper, is what her name is, giving us a load of crap about the world of Pokemon and how we want to live there, but we can't because we have to live in this world, which is really crappy because we don't have Pokemon apparently, and there's a lot of crime and stuff. But hey, anyways, here we are. She's just blabbering on, and you can see a fucking Pokemon next to her just moving around, waving its little arms and smiling at you, making you think it's cute, but in reality it's actually really evil and it's out to get everybody. So anyways, they want to know if we're a boy or a girl. Well, apparently I'm a girl, so I'm going to choose a girl. Just kidding. I'm actually a guy. So yeah, I am a boy. So now they want to know our name. So here, I have to spell out my name, Nick, which is really hard to spell. Not sure. But yeah, so I'm going to spell out my name anytime now. Clink, 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 clink. I'm sorry you guys can't hear the game audio because I muted it so I could actually commentate so you could hear my voice a lot more clearly and you don't have to hear my voice and then like random background music and then you're like ripping your hair out because you're really pissed off. But yeah, here they're introducing the other characters, Bianca and Sharon, a guy named Sharon. Like I just kind of want to, I feel bad for Japan. Like they released a guy's named Sharon and then they got hit with all the crisis, which I hope they recover, but that's unrelated. So let's get started with the game, shall we? The moment we choose our Pokemon that accompany our journey, blah 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 blah, story will truly begin. Yep, just keep talking, you're wasting our time. I just kinda want to get to the gameplay so we can kinda show some people some aesthetic changes and other crap that people probably already know about because they have this game. If you don't have this game, then just sit back and enjoy. Here's amazing 3D graphics. Here's Professor Juniper walking past her house. There's Intro to Pokemon Black version. The screen's really pixelated because, you know, expanding a 320 by 240 resolution up twice the size is gonna show a little bit. But here anyways, they have Sharon already in my room. I guess we're hanging out, and we have a box sitting on the table, and we're waiting for Bianca. Guys always waiting for women, I swear. Oh, look, there she is, finally. Oh, she's a little late again. Sorry. Again, like, you'd expect to never be an again, or even a first time. See, you've known her for 10 years, so apparently we're 10 years old, which is kind of creepy because, you know, in real life I'm 20. Awkward. But anyways, here's Bianca just babbling on, keeping up more of our time, so I really don't know what's going on. So here we are. Pokemon are waiting in this box. I'm going to go first and take a peek inside the box because you guys want to meet the Pokemon right now. Alright, so I'm just going to stall and then I'll open the gift box. Alright, so what we have here is a letter from Professor Juniper. You can read it if you choose. I chose to kind of read it and then skip over it because I'm that kind of person. So I open the box and here we have 3 starter Pokemon. We have Tepig, the fire type, and then we have Oshawott, the water type, and Snivy, the grass type. Well, I chose Oshawott because I love Oshawott. Only because, look, he's a fucking otter with a shell on his chest. Just look at him. He, like, frowns, but in reality he's really happy because he's killing everything that's in his path because he has a shell on his chest. Then he likes to throw at people because he's cool like that. And then Bianca just chooses for Sharon because, you know, girls always just say, hey, this is what you get. You have to live with it. And he wanted Snivy anyway, so who cares? And Bianca's just staring at me. Oh, she wants to have a Pokemon battle. This might not go well because I don't know. She's always late. So what makes you think that she's going to be any better at Pokemon? So she wants to battle so they get stronger. Oh, looks like we're in for a battle. So it's me versus Bianca, and apparently this is going to go probably in my favor because just look at her. She can't even get the Pokeball out of her bag. That's just telling you she is not ready at all. So she sends out Tepig, which I guess I have the advantage if I knew like Water Gun or something, but I'm only level 5. I'm only going to know tackle and tail whip, so I'm going to go with tackle, try to get some damage off. And so that's what I'm doing, and it looks like Tepig's faster, huh? That's not cool. Alright, so I hit him with tackle, and alright, she's complaining like most women do, just bitch, piss, and moan. Alright. Oh, looks like I'm faster this time, meaning that we have similar speed stats, so it's a 50-50 chance of going first, really. Alright, looks like Tepig used tail whip. Alright. Now another turn of damage. Free turn, basically. I want to get this out of the way so we can actually move on with the actual adventure, but I don't know. I guess you guys have to sit through the boring parts in order to get to the exciting parts. I'm not expecting a lot of people to watch the boring parts anyways. Alright, so he's at 3 health, and he's at like 1 health. Oh, and he goes first and uses tail whip like a retard. So, that means I'm going to tackle, get the kill, and that's basically it for Tepig. Sorry, Tepig. You're really cool and all, but Oshawott just a little cooler today. Oh, and I'm so close to leveling up. Blah. I feel like I'm talking too much. So, after you battle, your room's basically destroyed. And, you know, why does it have to be my room? Like, I have this nice-ass flat screen. You know, I had a really good carpet in the middle of a fucking hardwood floor. And I kind of just don't want to move along with the dialogue because I just want to describe the room to you. Trees knocked over. You know, Sharon's actually the cool kind of guy supporting me in, like, my messy roomness, so... Oh, and then she's oblivious to it, of course. Destroy someone's room and then be completely oblivious to it. So, now we're here, and she's just apologizing out of her ass. And I'm just like, really? You could probably, you know, mop my floor. Oh, look, Sharon, you stood up for me. Completely hopeless. Yeah, 10-year-olds totally just bash each other like that. Kids are such assholes these days. Just look at that. Alright, so Sharon healed both of our Pokemon because, you know, he knows all about Pokemon. Smarter than I am, dude. So you better be careful. She's edging on another fight. What an instigator. So I guess Sharon's gonna battle. So next up, after you battle Bianca, you have to battle Sharon with his cool glasses and hipster look. You know, you've got to battle him. There's no other choice. He's so eager, just looking to point at me like it's game time. So Snivy comes out. I throw out Oshawott, and basically I'm gonna go for tackle because I don't want to waste time doing like tail whipping crap like Tepig did. So I'm gonna go for tackle. He goes first because Snivy is obviously faster because it's a snake, you know. And looks like everything starts from here. And so I go for another tackle. He goes for another tackle, which is only gonna do 4 damage, and I'm gonna hit him with tackle, putting him in about less than half. So we're just gonna keep going back and forth with tackles until basically I win because he's not as strong as me, but you never know what could happen. Critical fucking hits piss me off all the time. Alright, so I finish him off with a tackle. Get rid of that smug looking motherfucker. Haha. Got another 43 experience, grew it to level 6, and I am basically checking out my stats. Beat up Sharon, and he finally got an experience of a Pokemon battle for the first time in his life. You know, if we're battling Pokemon, I'd probably be just as exhilarated as anybody else out there. But unfortunately, we have to sit here and listen to Bianca's crap on why she rests our room. And they didn't even bother cleaning it. They're like, oh, we'll just go. So, alright, we head downstairs, and they're apologizing for the commotion, the Pokemon battle, because, you know, Bianca likes to instigate fights, come out of fucking nowhere, and just troll, basically. And, you know, your mom's really cool. She's like, oh, here, I'll clean your room. You know, like, my mom doesn't do that shit. Fuck that. I can't just call her up and be like, hey, you want to clean my room? And she'll be like, yeah, sure, go on your adventure while I clean your room. All right, so she edges us on to go see Professor Juniper, and they're going to be waiting for us in front of the Pokemon lab. And so, while that's happening, I'm basically standing there because I'm listening to everybody without ever putting my voice at all into anything. So now that that's done and over with and they left, your mom just basically says how cool Pokemon battles are and how she used to be like the most badass trainer ever. And then she lets you heal your Pokemon because, you know, that's all single mothers do is take care of their kids and rest their Pokemon. So let's head out. Oh, you also received the X transceiver, which I guess you call it the cross transceiver. I'm not sure. But it's a key item, and you use it for absolutely no reason unless you have a DSi. If you have a DSi, then you guys can basically cam chat with each other on Pokemon Black and White, which is really useless if you have Skype or something like that. And so, you know, Belle goes to her house, and then a whole bunch of birds fly away, and I go up to Charon to meet at the lab, and, you know, I have to go to Bianca's house first because apparently everything happens for a reason, and she's spacing out. She's doing drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad. They shouldn't even incorporate drugs into this game, but you can't stop Game Freak from doing that. So anyways, this is Bianca's house, just showing you her house, and we are going to walk inside. And, of course, when we walk inside, there's more commotion. Her dad's all got his panties in a bunch because, you know, Bianca wants to go out into the wilderness and get herself killed, and her dad's just looking after her like most parents do. Some bullshit, basically. And she's all crying, and she all leaves, and we basically came here for nothing. I don't even bother talking to him. Like, who gives a shit? Let's get on with the fucking game, because I know you guys want to see some badass killing Pokemon action, a lot of bloodshed, you know, all the good stuff that Pokemon have. So now that we're all together, we go inside to meet the professor. Everyone leaves me behind, like normally. So we're just going inside, and she's been waiting for us young people, which makes me believe that she is a cougar. And before she introduces herself, you know, Charon cuts her off because he's such a dick and he's such a hipster. You know, he's like, hey, no one's ever heard of her before. Just kidding. Ha ha ha. So she's talking about Pokemon, giving us the crap we already heard for the past, you know, 15 years of this game. I decided to give my Oshawott a nickname. You guys will figure it out in a little bit. I'm typing it in as we speak. Basically wasting your time. I am sorry, but nicknames make the game a little more fun. And like I said, if you guys have nicknames for the other 5 members of my team, which I'll post, you know, the links are in the description, and I would like to see some feedback, but it's okay if you don't. So anyways, I'm finishing up typing in Oshawott's nickname, basically saying, alright, here's his name. And what is his name? Well, let's find out. I don't want to spoil anything because his name is really long and it's a pain in the ass to type, especially with the camera like just chilling right in front of my fucking DS. So anyways, I finished his nickname, and yep, that's his name, Mr. Giggles. You know, Mr. Giggles is the best name ever. Some people might know where I got it from. Other people might not know where I got it from. But who cares? His name is Mr. Giggles, and he's the best fucking Pokemon ever. Oh, and now we're going to get Pokedex. And Bianca's like, what? Pokedex? Derp-a-derp-a-der. And I'm just skipping all the context, and I feel like I'm behind. I don't really care. She's explaining what a Pokedex is. Basically, any Pokemon you see and catch is recorded in a Pokedex. So if you get bored, like I do sometimes, and you just want to read through some Pokemon's descriptions, which I did because, you know, they're new Pokemon, and you want to figure out a little bit about them. But yeah. So she gives us a Pokedex, and she's like, go do all my dirty work, you know, go out and adventure into the wilderness, you know, you're only like half my age. And I don't know why she's even doing that. She can go out and do it herself because she's a fucking professor. She's the one who's supposed to be doing this bullshit, not us. And so we're all just kind of like, let's go fill the Pokedex, except for me because I'm a lazy fuck. So let's get out of here. Get out of the place, and your mom's just like talking to us. And all right, once you walk out here, you pretty much talks to your mom, and she gives you a town map. And really, town maps do come in handy if you get lost, which this map really runs in a circle, so it shouldn't be hard. But anyways, this is pretty much the end of it. I'm going to skip to it, and I'm going to save and get right back to this spot. And we'll go to Route 1 and stuff and do some battling on Route 1, and that'll be episode 2. So stick around, guys. Rate, comment, sub. Later, guys.